Olá, meus amigos, eu sou o Gustavo e mais um vídeo aqui para vocês, comentando algumas notícias que tiveram uma certa importância durante a semana e eu gostaria de dar o meu ponto de vista para todos vocês que acompanham o meu canal e também seguem a página O Brasil de Fora do Brasil. Por exemplo, aqui temos que o Obama avisa aos americanos para que obtenham, comprem kits de emergência por causa dos desastres que virão. Muito bem, por que ele disse isso? Ele disse isso baseado numa grande mentira, que é a mudança climática. Ele avisou a sociedade americana que esse ano os Estados Unidos irá passar por um período difícil devido aos inúmeros furacões, tornados, twisters, que supostamente por causa das mudanças climáticas as quais o mundo está sofrendo, os Estados Unidos então iria padecer bastante. Tudo baseado numa mentira, pessoal. Tudo para colocar o pânico nas pessoas. Lembrem-se que a ordem, por exemplo, da maçonaria, o lema da maçonaria é Ordo ab Chaos, a ordem através do caos. E como eu tenho falado para os inscritos do meu canal, esse triênio 2016, 2017 e 2018 serão anos de muita importância, anos importantíssimos em que muitas coisas irão acontecer umas atrás das outras e que levarão ao pânico, sim, levarão sociedades inteiras, nações inteiras ao caos e então será implantada a nova ordem mundial. Mas com relação a isso aqui, essa decisão que foi tomada foi puramente, estritamente tomada ou baseada numa mentira, que é a mudança climática. Vamos ver mais algumas notícias aqui. Por exemplo, aqui ele diz, né, ou melhor, em 2004, Obama em 2004, sou contra o casamento gay. Então vamos ver esse vídeo aqui, interessante, né? Deixa eu parar aqui. Não, esse acho que já está legendado. Então vamos ver aqui esse vídeo.
Gay relationships, what is your position there? He's got this, he says the Bible says, as a matter of logic, it's not right because it's supposed to be about procreation or whatever. What is your view?
I have been very clear on this. I have said that I am not a supporter of gay marriage. I think that the term marriage itself has strong religious roots and a strong tradition that means something special to people in this country. I am a strong supporter, however, of gays and lesbians not being discriminated against, having the ability to visit each other in hospitals, having the ability to transfer property to each other, and as a consequence, I support civil unions. And I've repeated that position and have been consistent in that position throughout the primary and throughout the general election.
Tá aí, em 2004, Barack Hussein Obama dizendo que era contra o casamento gay, que apoiava sim gays e lésbicas com relação a direitos, mas não, deixa eu apagar aqui, mas não com relação ao casamento gay. Isso em 2004. Em 2015, ele colocou um empenho pessoal, fez uma certa pressão na Suprema Corte Americana e o casamento entre pessoas do mesmo sexo foi aprovado. Como as coisas mudam, né? Eu estava comentando com algumas pessoas conhecidas o seguinte: em 1961, JFK, outro presidente democrata, disse o seguinte: colocaremos o homem na Lua. Isso em 1961. Em 2016, o Obama colocou um homem no banheiro das mulheres e também das crianças nas escolas. Vejam vocês. Mas a resposta para tudo isso pode ser encontrada nesse trailer de 3 minutos do novo filme do Dinesh D'Souza, onde ele vai expor a verdade sobre o Partido Democrata. Tem muitos brasileiros aqui na América, por ignorância, por falta de conhecimento, dizem que o Partido Republicano é um partido xenófobo, um partido racista, um partido que quer colocar todo mundo para fora, inclusive o Donald Trump, que vai deportar 12 milhões de imigrantes, isso não está certo. Muito bem, vamos ver o que diz aqui esse filme muito bom do Dinesh D'Souza. Deixa eu colocar aqui, também já está legendado.
Who are these Democrats?
It is my judgment.
Dinesh D'Souza was sentenced on Tuesday to spend 8 months in a confinement center.
It all began when the Obama administration tried to shut me up.
You know, gang's all about stealing, man.
What did I learn?
All crime is about stealing. The big criminals are still at large.
Didn't see any reason to keep them.
The system doesn't go after them because they run the system. It's time to go behind the curtain and discover the soul of the Democratic Party.
50 lashes. The Democrats support slaves.
This Civil Rights Act will allow colored men to sit at the same table beside the white guests.
Tammany all Democrats who are now furnishing arms to the Ku Klux Klan.
To the Democratic Party.
Why has all this been swept under the rug?
To cover the tracks of the Democratic Party.
And we're not even talking about ancient history.
The racism continued well into the 20th century.
That as long as the black man continues to ravish our white women, we will continue to lynch him.
We gotta give them a little something.
Plantation politics.
The Democrats went from slavery to enslavement.
Corrupt big city bosses, that's how you get corrupt unions.
What does progressive actually mean?
Social engineering and social control.
The most merciful thing that a large family does to one of its infant members is to kill it.
The opening video of the Democratic Convention in 2012, government is the one thing we all belong to. Because no, government belongs to us. We don't belong to it.
What are these Democrats hiding?
This is about buying and selling influence by foreign oligarchs and foreign governments. When you follow the money, there are very, very few coincidences.
What if the goal of the Democratic Party is to steal the most valuable thing the world has ever produced? What if their plan is to steal America? Who will stop them now?
Tá aí, julho, já chegando, eu vou ver esse filme e como foi mostrado aí. Por isso que eu apelo para o bom senso, aquelas pessoas que realmente querem crescer aqui nos Estados Unidos, tanto financeiramente como profissionalmente e principalmente humanamente falando, leia a história. Procure, há tantas livrarias aqui nos Estados Unidos, bibliotecas. Então, leia a história, aprenda. O Partido Democrata foi contra a abolição da escravidão, o Partido Democrata foi contra os direitos civis das mulheres, o Partido Democrata sustenta até hoje a KKK ou KKK, que é a Ku Klux Klan, E a Hillary faz parte desse partido. Ela está de acordo com tudo isso que nós temos visto, temos contemplado dia após dia, dia após dia que está sendo implantado, ou melhor, empurrado goela abaixo de todo chefe de família e também esposa americanos. As famílias, os americanos, estão sendo destruídos nas escolas, pelo governo, pelas instituições. O mesmo que tem se experimentado no Brasil também está sendo posto em prática aqui. Por exemplo, eu quero mostrar aqui um vídeo muito importante. Esse vídeo, em mim, me causa uma certa repulsa. E a Hillary Clinton, ela é feminista até a alma, hardcore. Ela não se importa com as classes menos favorecidas. É um engano que, como o Dinesh de Souza perguntou, mas como foi que isso aconteceu, que essa história foi toda posta para debaixo do tapete? Aí a outra senhora disse, para esconder, né, esconder a história do Partido Democrata. A Hillary Clinton, ela é feminista, ela também é uma defensora do aborto, inclusive por diversas vezes ela já elogiou publicamente a Margaret Sanger, que foi a criadora, vamos assim dizer, a fundadora dessa clínica que já sacrificou, matou mais de 20 milhões de bebês, a Planned Parenthood. E nesse vídeo aqui, relatado por um médico que praticou mais de 1.200 abortos, mas depois ele parou para pensar e via que ele não se formou para tirar vidas, mas sim para salvar vidas. Vamos ver esse vídeo aqui. Em mim me causa uma tremenda repulsa. Mas vamos ver aqui esse vídeo. Deixa eu aumentar aqui a tela. Tá aí.
My name is Dr. Anthony Levatino. I'm a practicing obstetrician gynecologist, and I've performed over 1,200 abortions. Today I'm going to describe a third trimester induced abortion, which is performed at 25 weeks to term. At this point, the baby is almost fully developed and viable, meaning he or she could survive outside the womb if the mother were to go into labor prematurely. Because the baby is so large and developed, this procedure takes 3 or 4 days to complete. On day 1, the abortionist uses a large needle to inject a drug called digoxin. Digoxin is generally used to treat heart problems, but a high enough dosage of digoxin will cause fatal cardiac arrest. The abortionist inserts the needle with the digoxin through the woman's abdomen or through her vagina and into the baby, targeting either the head, torso, or heart. The baby will feel it. Babies at this stage feel pain. When the needle pierces the baby's body and the digoxin takes effect, the life of the baby will end. The abortionist then inserts multiple sticks of seaweed called laminaria into the woman's cervix. They will slowly open up the cervix for delivery of a stillborn baby. While the woman waits for the laminaria to dilate her cervix, she carries her dead baby inside of her for 2 to 3 days. On day 2, the abortionist replaces the laminaria and may perform a second ultrasound to ensure the baby is dead. If the child is still alive, he administers another lethal dose of digoxin. The woman then goes back to where she is staying while her cervix continues to dilate. If she goes into labor and is unable to make it to the clinic in time, she will give birth at home or in a hotel. In this case, she may be advised to deliver her baby into a bathroom toilet. The abortionist then comes to remove the baby and clean up. If she can make it to the clinic, she will do so during her severest contractions and deliver her dead son or daughter. If the baby does not come out whole, then the procedure becomes a D&E, a dilation and evacuation, and the abortionist uses clamps and forceps to dismember the baby, piece by piece. Once the placenta and all the body parts have been removed, the abortion is complete. Late-term abortions have a high risk of hemorrhage, lacerations, and uterine perforations, as well as a risk of maternal death. Future pregnancies are also at a greater risk for loss or premature delivery due to abortion-related trauma and injury to the cervix. As I mentioned at the beginning, I'm Dr. Anthony Levatino, And in the early part of my career as an OBGYN, I performed over 1,200 abortions. One day, after completing one of those abortions, I looked at the remains of a preborn child whose life I had ended, and all I could see was someone's son or daughter. I came to realize that killing a baby at any stage of pregnancy for any reason is wrong. I want you to know today, no matter where you're at or what you've done, you can change. Make a decision today to protect the preborn. Thank you for your time.
Olha, demais,
I will
né?
no longer do any more abortions. When you finally figure out that killing a baby that big for money is wrong, then it doesn't take you too long to figure out it doesn't matter if the baby is this big or this big or this big or maybe even this big. It's all the same. And I haven't done any since then, and I never will.
É demais. Como pode o ser humano fazer uma coisa tão abominável e milhões de pessoas defendem essa prática? Olha, realmente é uma coisa que causa nojo, pessoal. Causa nojo. Por isso que eu tenho certeza que a mão de Deus já está pesando sobre esta nação desde quando o aborto, ou melhor, o assassinato, tornou-se legal. Mais de 50 milhões de bebês já foram abortados e sacrificados. 50 milhões. Só para que vocês tenham uma ideia dessa crueldade, do tamanho dessa monstruosidade, a Colômbia, em todo o país, a população é de 40 milhões. A Argentina, 33 milhões. Então, esse país, desde quando o aborto foi legalizado, já matou um país inteiro. Olha, é realmente revoltante. Revoltante ver como esse país que um dia foi abençoado por Deus, escolhido por Deus, agora está indo para o abismo. E a gente vê que existe um processo de idiotização das pessoas. Eu vou mostrar 2 vídeos agora para vocês em que um repórter foi na convenção do Partido Democrata e eles são a favor que as empresas paguem taxa ou taxas se os seus lucros passam de uma certa quantia. E um outro repórter, outro vídeo, foi na universidade em Boulder, Colorado, perguntar àqueles que são a favor do Bernie Sanders, que é um conhecido comunista, o que é socialismo, o que é... Porque o Bernie Sanders se autodenomina social-democrata. E o que é isso? O que isso significa? E nenhum dos alunos pôde responder a pergunta. Quer dizer, esses são os futuros líderes desta nação. Olha, os Estados Unidos está perdido, pessoal. Vamos ver o filme, que eu já estou indignado. Vamos ver aqui esse filme. Deixa eu aumentar aqui a tela. Tá aqui.
Ben Jones, how are you?
Who are you with?
Peter Schiff Radio.
I'm okay.
Huh?
Thank you for your interest. I gotta go.
You gotta go? You don't want to talk to me?
Some other time. I appreciate you.
Everyone, it's Peter Schiff, and I am here in North Carolina at the site of the Democratic National Convention. Not that many people here now. I don't know, maybe they're all out looking for work. Actually, wait a minute. This is the Democratic Convention. They don't want to work. Do you think it's fair that corporations make all these profits?
No, I don't think it's fair that they make that many profits.
That's right. We got to ban profits. Do we need corporate profits?
Maybe we should have corporate losses.
Well, I don't want to go that far. You actually want to force corporations to lose money?
Yeah, I think so.
One issue is corporations have profits, and I want to ban those profits so that the workers can have higher wages and that the consumers can get lower prices.
That is obviously something I would be in favor in.
Would you be in favor of a law that banned corporate profits?
Corporate profits?
Profits, yeah.
Yes.
What do you think happens with corporate profits?
They keep it and they get bigger and bigger.
I know, and they squeeze the people, they exploit their customers, they gouge them with high prices. Let's take away those profits.
Exactly.
Can they just fire people to make a bigger profit?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so you want to control who they can hire and
Regulated. I'm a part of a labor union.
Would you support President Obama if he came out in favor of a law to ban corporate profits?
Yes.
If you're talking just pure profit,
The stuff that's left over for the greedy capitalists.
I can actually support that.
What about putting a cap on corporate profits?
I think so. I think a cap is the way to go. That's something that we looked at with a lot of our corporate giveaways in Louisiana. We couldn't get folks to come to the table to outright repeal some of those things, but we were able to get them to cap them.
I would be in favor of federal law to
São
limit
verdadeiros
corporate
zumbis.
profits.
So limit them. So have a cap on how much profit
Yeah.
they can make.
Yeah.
I don't think one person should be able to make like $100 million in 1 year and just keep all that money.
I tend to agree with you.
There should be a limit to how much some corporations can
Listen,
make.
absolutely, and individual CEO caps as well.
Just caps in general.
Caps in general.
How about a cap on profits? We just basically say,
I could agree with that.
would you be in favor of a law banning corporate profits?
Of course. My concern is education of children and families and working women and single parents.
Oh, absolutely. Me too. But would you be willing to pay for that by banning corporate profits?
I'm not going to make an opinion on that because I don't know enough about it.
Well, what if Obama wanted to do it? Would you support him?
I will support anything my president wants to do.
Anything.
Anything.
I'll ask you a question.
Okay.
Okay. Would you support a new federal law to ban corporate profits?
Give me a second to think about that. I would like to put a cap on it.
So a cap, meaning that there's a certain amount of money and they can't
Absolutely.
make more than that. As we put a cap on corporate profits so that no one corporation can earn too much money.
No, I think that's a good idea.
I want to get the Democrats to put in their platform an official ban on corporate profits. What, would you be behind that?
Well, I'm not a member of the platform committee, so I think unfortunately the time has passed for your input to be put in the platform committee in order to get to be.
But would you be in favor of something like that?
Well, it's something I'd have to consider.
Their fair share is a lot, right?
A lot.
They can afford it, absolutely.
They can't afford it.
Let's make them pay.
Let's do it.
Through the nose, yeah.
Through the nose. I'm here.
Yes, Obama.
Obama, exactly.
We need to just take the money because the people need that money.
The people need that money.
Yeah, we need health care, we need education,
Oh, yeah.
we need good jobs. The
Yeah,
rich people don't need any money, they're rich.
Yeah.
Those corporations want their profits. But, I mean, we need the money, the people. We deserve that money. I mean, we do the hard work. We do all the shopping, right?
That is true.
Without the consumer, there's no profits.
That is also true. Yes.
And, our fair share of the pie.
Also true.
All right, well, you're a good Democrat. Thank you.
I do know for sure, though, I have to tell you, you happen to be one of the smartest people that I've met since I've been down here.
The Peter Schiff Show.
Olha, pessoal, você que gosta de ver essas séries de The Walking Dead e outras mais, olha, aqui estão os verdadeiros zumbis. É isso que o comunismo tem dilacerado, tem dilapidado, tem contaminado a mente das pessoas que elas não conseguem pensar, nem sabem o que estão falando. Veja agora aqui, esse aqui é muito interessante. Deixa eu ver aqui. Opa, cadê o meu... Ih, acabou a bateria do... Tá aqui. Finalmente. Tinha perdido o mouse. Vamos lá. Deixa eu botar aqui. Parar. Aumentar. Vamos ver. Olha, é incrível. Isso num campus de uma universidade lá no Colorado.
CTV today. I'm at the University of Colorado in Boulder at the site of the third GOP presidential debate. Now, the University of Colorado, very, very liberal college campus. There are Bernie Sanders supporters everywhere. Now, Bernie Sanders is a socialist, and today I'm going to ask some of his supporters, what exactly that word means and whether or not they think Bernie Sanders could potentially win a general election. You're big Bernie Sanders supporters, aren't you guys?
Yeah.
What do you like the most about Bernie Sanders?
Well, so for one, college tuition is ridiculous. There's no reason for it to be like $30,000 a year.
It means that there's more support for social programs, so we actually put money and invest in things like Social Security, paid medical leave for the middle class, things like that.
Doesn't President Obama support those things?
Yes.
Why do you like Bernie Sanders so much?
What's not to like?
He's the bomb. You did it for me. I'm officially Bernie Sanders supporter.
Free college tuition, like, who doesn't want that?
You're a Bernie Sanders fan.
I am a Bernie Sanders fan.
What do you like about Bernie?
I like socialism.
What do you know about socialism? What do you think that word means? He calls himself a socialist.
I'm a socialist.
Okay, what do you mean by socialist?
I love socialism.
What is socialism?
Socialism, that's a tough one.
Socialism to me means that we want a government that is making sure that our economy is working for everybody and our government is working for everybody. We have a lot of income inequality in the country.
He wants to spread the wealth between all citizens. I'd say the single-payer healthcare system is one of them.
What exactly is a democratic socialist?
So I think what he means by that phrase is he thinks that income inequality is unfair and that we need to apply regulations and stuff to limit the amount of wealth that people can accumulate.
We want the government not to say, this is a free market doing whatever the hell it wants to do, but we want to take action here and actually do something to make this different.
What do you think he means when he says I'm a democratic socialist as opposed to a Democrat?
Equality among people, equality among the different social classes.
Okay, because Barack Obama talks about that all the time. Does that make him a socialist? President Obama has supported doing all of those things when he was running. Is President Obama a socialist as well?
I would say President Obama has socialist tendencies. I don't think you can be a socialist unless you declare yourself a socialist.
What's the difference between Bernie Sanders and Obama on that?
Obama is much more moderate.
You think so?
Yeah, he is actually very middle of the road.
So maybe if Barack Obama were a little more honest, he'd say, I'm a socialist too.
I think it depends how radical he makes it.
How radical is Bernie? Now, many of the things you said and many of the talking points you used, we've heard Barack Obama say exactly the same thing. Now, does that mean that Barack Obama is also a socialist? What's one particular difference that you would point out between their economic policies?
Well, Obama is for single-payer health insurance, so that is a quote-unquote socialist policy.
Obama's he's been very pro-capitalist.
If you got a business, you didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen.
Bernie Sanders is much more for income equality. I'd say that Obama leans more to the free market.
Okay. How does income inequality hurt you?
It doesn't hurt me. Right.
Democrats want to spend a lot on social programs. Bernie Sanders wants to spend a lot more.
Yes.
That's basically what you're saying.
Well, he wants to invest in programs in it's not necessarily spending. Well, it is spending more, but
spending.
I'm not a politics guy in here.
Clearly, he's in politics. Well, you got that sticker on. You're politically involved for a non-political guy. You know what? You're one. I haven't seen many Hillary people. I've seen Bernie Sanders people walking around here. So I know a lot of Bernie Sanders.
I was in Portland when he came here.
I'm feeling the burn all day, man. It itches.
Tá aí, pessoal. Não tem que rir porque a ignorância tá estampada. É demais, pessoal. É uma coisa que, olha, sinceramente, isso, universitários. Agora você imagina as pessoas que, vamos dizer, não quiseram estudar ou não tiveram a oportunidade de estudar, como são facilmente enganadas. Por isso eu digo que conhecimento, né, é poder. Como se diz em inglês, knowledge is power. Olha, sinceramente. E por aqui não tem mais nada, apenas alguns vídeos que eu postei e também o hangout que eu fiz, né, da FEMA. Mas era isso, pessoal. Isso que eu queria mostrar para vocês sobre... tivemos esse vídeo triste do aborto, né? E esses dois últimos que eu ri muito, porque o pessoal, sinceramente... Por que você gosta do Bernie Sanders? Porque ele é the bomb. Antes que eu esqueça, tivemos aqui uma outra tragédia, vamos assim dizer, UCLA, que é a universidade a mais conhecida da Califórnia. E o que a imprensa não tem falado, tá aí, ó. O atirador que atirou no professor e depois se matou, muçulmano. A religião de paz e amor. Mas deixa eu calar minha boca, porque a Loretta Lynch está procurando quem fale mal do Islã. E a bruxa maçônica do 6º grau e também lésbica da Hillary Clinton disse que vai trazer 100 mil muçulmanos, assim como isso aí, paz e amor, aqui para os Estados Unidos. Vê? A América já foi uma terra de bênçãos. Hoje é uma terra de maldições. Eu sou o Gustavo e esse foi mais um vídeo para os inscritos do canal 4SA Flórida e também para aqueles que seguem a página O Brasil de Fora do Brasil. See you next time. Tchau.